So since I've been connecting with ayahuasca in the last decade and going into ceremony first myself and leading people to ceremony and seeing the potential of the medicine ayahuasca and the visions they have and the healings that happen there, what I've seen that many people after they come out of ceremony, they sometimes are a bit lost and slowly going back to where they came from. You know, the same patterns, same habits, not shifting many things. How do I keep this beautiful high vibrational energy up? How do I keep the connection with the medicine that I feel? How do I go back in the Western world with all my relationship work and bring those two worlds together? I was looking, what can we create to keep people connected to the medicine in a gentle way, more day-to-day way? How can we build a community where people feel supported, where they can share their experiences? And how can we build practices that support your body, the nervous system especially, to really receive, the medicine fully, openly? My name is Dennis, and my medicine is Aya Flow, microdosing ayahuasca.
All right, so welcome to Windy Topanga. We're here for an episode of What's Your Medicine, where we're going to interview Dennis. He's going to talk to us a little bit about Aya Flow, which is microdosing of ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is a conversation in many different types of circles. But the greatest thing about ayahuasca is it's amazing to have in ceremony, but how do we actually keep this in our daily life? How do we integrate that knowledge? Otherwise, it's just a fun party that we're going to in a spiritual world. So how do we do this? Dennis is going to talk to us a little bit about Aya Flow.
There's a way to use ayahuasca every day. It's called microdosing, taking a tiny spoon of medicine every day. What ayahuasca does on a bigger scale is to connect you with your soul, to bring you on the path towards your destiny. And in the Western world, we're losing sometimes that direction to our destiny. So microdosing, by connecting with the medicine every single day, every day a tiny bit, keeps that connection with your heart, with your soul, really open. When you're more connected, more centered, more in your heart space, it's much more easier to connect to people. It's much more easier to really step into the work that you really feel called to do. It's much more easier to have the courage to go to those places.
All right, Dennis, so tell us, how does it work scientifically? How does microdosing affect the body?
So in the ayahuasca vine, there are a couple of alkaloids. These alkaloids work in your body in a specific way. And what science has just been discovering, what indigenous people already know for a very long time, is that those alkaloids, harmine and harmaline, work in the brain. And they rewire physically the brain, like neurogenesis. That's the name of that process. So when, for example, you have a deep-rooted habit, or you have a deep-rooted fear, the vine can go in there and rewire that, so you can come out of a period using the medicine without that fear, without those fears present, and much more openness, much more courage, much more heart, much more love, to really live the life that you would like to see.
All right, so how do you actually use the microdosing of ayahuasca?
Working with ayahuasca is working with a plant medicine. That's completely different than working with just a substance. In the end, you're working with the spirit of ayahuasca. It's truly spiritual work. So the way we work with microdosing in the program is that we help people to voice their intentions, where they want to go. And so the best way to do that is you look in the mirror, look in your own eyes, you voice them really with a lot of presence, really saying, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to call in, this is what I want to work on, really feeling that.
My intention is to stay in my highest vibration of fun and enjoyment as I share What's Your Medicine to the world for the highest good of all concerned.
And then taking the spoon of vine tea, you put a really beautiful direction. You basically tell the medicine, this is where I would like to go. And when you use medicine like that intentionally, the medicine knows where she has to go. And then you build a communication, you build a relationship, because you build a relationship with that spirit. And by communicating in that way is a great way to open that clear communication. So we create with the microdosing also a daily spiritual practice of meditation that grows, strengthens, enhances your nervous system, so you can receive those things much more clear. You become a much more clearer channel of yourself. I don't think there are any other microdosing programs. I think we're the first microdosing program that offers tea to microdose with, the guidance how to really correctly use it. It was very important to use microdosing well. So we give the right information We have created a whole program of 3 months to guide people through that. We have coaching calls, guidance, a lot of information.
So Dennis, tell us, what do you want people to take away from all this?
Working with ayahuasca is to build a relationship with ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is not a magic potion that's going to magically shift your life. So the steps to make shifts in your life with ayahuasca is to feel the medicine, to live the medicine, and then you become the medicine.